Last Man Standing is here, following its hyped up epic release. Or not really.
Actually, before we go on to the questions, there is one more thing we'd like to talk about as well. Tomorrow's update. Tomorrow's update is the LMS update, which we've all been working on together with the beta.
Did anyone else know it was coming out before they quickly mentioned it on the Q&A the day before? Yeah, no, not really, but it's a PvP update. They don't tend to push those. But Last Man Standing is here, the complete revamp of the old Last Man Standing minigame, which was a Hunger Games styled free-for-all. Last Man Standing wins. Now it is very much a Tribrid styled PvP practice minigame. I say practice because there's no cost involved and there's no penalty for dying, unlike going deep wilderness PKing where if you die you lose your gear. However, that works both ways. If you do kill someone, you get their equipment, items, loot, you get their loot. You're awarded points depending on where you place out of the 24 players, and these points give you access to an epic reward shop. Kind of, there is a shop. Okay, so there's no XP rewards, and nothing too exciting for PvP itself, but that's okay. We have Pest Control and Nightmare Zone for all of our minigame XP. This isn't going very well, is it? Are there any new best in slot items from the shop? No. There is a plethora of cosmetics. There are some new halos which equate to best in slot for pures, but we already had halos. These are just a cosmetic difference. However, there is one new interesting item, Trouver's Parchment Scroll. This scroll can be applied to a select few untradeable items, which then allow you to keep it on death should you die past level 20 wilderness. For example, if I take my fire cape past level 20 wilderness, and it's not an item I keep on death, I will lose it permanently. However, applying Trouver's Parchment, paying the application fee, putting it onto the fire cape, taking it deep wild, and I die, I get to keep the fire cape on death. In a broken form, and I have to repair it. This scroll could seriously change things up for deep wild PKing, depending on the items on the list. For those who choose to PK with their Staff of the Dead and DDS Dragon Defender combo, you can apply the Parchment to the Avernic Defender, and you keep that on death. So your +1 is the Staff of the Dead as usual. You can still use your DDS and Defender, but the scroll will protect your Avernic Defender, giving you higher KO potential and, slightly more use for the DDS if you want to +1 the Staff. It also saves people farming Dragon Defenders. I already have a plethora of ideas to try out with more of these scrolls come into the game. All I need to do now is get 10 wins and I can get my hands on one of these scrolls. I have a feeling this is going to be slightly harder than the beta, as a lot of the top tier PKers also have the same idea, so see if we can get a few kills and maybe get our hands on a couple of these scrolls. And that's where my recorder crashed. You're going to have to take my word for it. I won that fight. I won an LMS game. Bought myself Trouver's Parchment a couple of hours after release. One win. First win. That took quite a few points. 33 points just for that win. Can I buy multiple of these capes? Yeah. Trouver's Parchment. Let's buy it. Send it to the GE. See how much this thing's worth. This is a powerful scroll. Pony the dwarf can use it to help lock certain items to their owners so that the items aren't destroyed in depth in the wilderness. 1.1 mil. Hang on a minute, that's terrible. 50 points. It took me ages. Well, it was the morning after the night before, and in the hope that Trouver's Parchment was slightly cheaper, I decided to send Full Void Deep Wild on my 42 defense account, Elven. But first, I needed to warm up. Warm up, you know, you'll wake up after your nice long sleep. You've been dreaming about killing Zulrah. I don't know what people dream about. PK and max sets. You wake up, your wrist's a bit sore from PKing the night before with the lads. So I had to go PKing first. Just grab a little rag set, little cheap Zerrikans, maybe a little bit of Mystics. You know, push the boat out. A little bit of PKing before we get the parchments, apply it to the Full Void, and take Full Void Deep Wilderness PKing for the first time on any account that I've ever done. Because no one wanted to lose Full Void before, but now we can protect it. We can protect the Void. It's going to be magical. Or is it? Smited. Good fight, mate. No tome. Ah. No tome, but still 344k. Damn it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Are you going to keep bolting me? Flag. There we go. Whoa, that's a lot of loot. Oh, had he killed someone before? Oh, maybe. 200k. Why are there 4 glories? My god. Okay, so use the scroll on Purdue. If you want me to lock an item to you so it won't vanish when you're killed, Deep Wilderness, show me the item. It will cost you 500k per, I'm assuming, is that per piece? Okay, so that's an extra 3 mil, plus the money for the parchment. Oh my, okay. So they're all imbued. You get a little eye next to it. I should now be able to use this whole set, Deep Wilderness, and not lose any of it. Let's test it out. Ow. Oh, good fight. Whew. First fight with Void. Didn't die. He attacked me, so I was unskulled anyway. But we can check out the lootation. 350k. We killed someone for some chins. Got his leaf-bladed battle axe, no smite for the staff. I'll be interested to see how much cash they get when they kill me for the Full Void as well. That's the first kill, full void. Scary. Scary. Don't know why I bought +1 Staff of the Dead and a D-skim. Literally exactly the same thing. That was a big dumb. But okay, well, I'm definitely gonna die here. We've been hello? Are you fucking serious? Incoming spec. Oh god. Now do I keep my void? I do. Wait, oh, it doesn't even break. Oh, but you lose the fucking imbue. That's so not worth it, considering it's like 3 mil a piece. Oh, that's gross. Okay, well, that's changed things. Just to put that death into perspective, the killer got 2.2 mil. That's the majority of the cash used to apply the parchment to each piece. So the 500k for each void piece adds up to 3 mil. He gets 2.2 mil, so that's like 80% of, that's like 75% of that. They get nothing from the scrolls. The scrolls cost me about 15 mil. That was close to a 20 mil death on my part. Obviously the scrolls are way overpriced at the moment, but even if they were like 50k a scroll, it's probably not worth it for something like Void, where you're paying 3 mil to use it deep wild anyway. It might be good for like a focuser if you're in a singles clan. However, at the moment, using it for something like an Infernal Cape is definitely going to be interesting. So I really need to get my arse into gear and get myself a couple of those capes on my accounts. And where does that leave LMS? Is it dead in the water? Is it a mini game that was dead before it was even released? What is going to happen to the reward shop? Well, all is not lost. Between September 9th and September 13th, there will be a new poll live in game for new LMS rewards. I think there are 12 or 13 new rewards. Check out on the old school homepage for that list. I'm going to be voting yes to some. I'm going to be voting no to some. I'm not going to tell you or share my thoughts with you. I'm not going to tell you what to vote. All I'm asking is that you vote between September 9th and September 13th. The new Last Man Standing rewards, much needed. Just vote. Just vote, even if you're voting no to all of it. Even if you're voting yes to all of it, I don't care. Just vote. Last Man Standing needs some rewards. PvP needs some work. Just please, just promise me you'll vote. And then if you're going to vote, maybe just, you know, hit a little subscription button, because then you'll be notified when I make new videos. Because next video, you are going to be reintroduced to someone you haven't seen in a couple of months. Baked Salmon 7 is being dusted off and making his return. And he is making his return in style.